Hello, everyone, and welcome to the season 4 of the Customer Service Show. I'm Divanshi Arora, your host for today's episode. This season, we will be exploring the evolving role of knowledge management in the age of AI and its impact on customer service. Through insightful conversations with a few experts, we will uncover how leading organizations are leveraging AI to deliver smarter, faster, and more personalized customer experiences. Introducing myself, I'm a senior manager of customer marketing and strategic alliances at SearchUnify. Passionate about enhancing user experiences, I do drive product adoption and strategy to deliver cutting edge solutions in the market. We have our esteemed guest, Patricia, here with us today, joining me for today's episode. Welcome to the show, Patricia.
Thanks, Divanshi. Hi, everyone. My name is Patricia Lughezzani. I spent most of my career building and optimizing customer services organizations to facilitate growth and customer retention. Formerly, I was the Group Vice President of Customer Experience at Marketo and the Global Head of Support Strategy and Operations at Adobe. Currently, my consulting organization, PL Support Solutions, focuses on customer success, community, premium support, and support optimization strategies.
Thank you so much for the introduction, Patricia. So let's start by what we shall be covering in today's episode, and I'm really excited to have you here. We will begin with the fundamentals of knowledge centered service, or KCS, and why it continues to be the foundation of effective knowledge management. And next, we will explore how knowledge management has evolved over the years from static repositories to intelligent AI powered knowledge ecosystems. We shall then discuss the impact that AI is having on customer support, including faster resolutions, improved self-service experience, and more effective knowledge creation. And finally, we will take a look at how modern knowledge agents are helping organizations deliver contextual, accurate, and actionable information right at the moment. So let's get started. Patricia, for organizations that are just beginning their KCS journey, can you walk us through the core principles of KCS and probably explain how the solve and evolve loops work together to create a sustainable knowledge sharing culture?
Sure. Thanks, Divanshi. I really did want to kick off this discussion by summarizing best practices for knowledge-centered services as outlined by Consortium of Services Innovation. The core methodology consists of a program that facilitates and socializes the creation and evolution of content that directly resolves customer issues through self-service. I would like to emphasize the importance of having knowledge management fundamentals in place, as well as layering on AI functionality to boost the overall effectiveness and completeness of your content. The program does require ongoing administration and maintenance. However, staffing and dedicated KCS staff will pay off many times over with savings from customer self-service resolution rates. Okay, so looking at the knowledge management process, the solve side of the program wheel outlines the process to capture content, structure the content in a way that's easily searchable, facilitate article reuse, and of course, providing a mechanism to perpetually improve article quality. And then on the evolve side of the wheel, this covers the need for analytics to measure and evolve content health, the process workflow, agent and AI performance, as well as data for leadership to plan, communicate, and fund the KCS program. And then the center of the diagram highlights the primary business outcomes you can expect from KCS. Okay, so the strategic value of a well-maintained KCS process will improve customer experience, promote knowledge reuse, and drive product improvement. Then layering in agentic AI will boost the overall effectiveness of your knowledge base through agentic AI content creation and quality analysis. And then the elevated outcomes that you can expect include cost savings through case deflection, agent efficiency by providing AI assistance tools, revenue generation by allocating resources to premium services, and customer retention through improved customer satisfaction and product adoption. And KCS agentic AI will improve content accuracy, relevancy, retrieval, and thereby amplifying business outcomes to scale the overall KCS process. So Divanshi, how has SearchUnify experienced the shift of knowledge management, and what are the essential changes happening compared to how it's been managed traditionally?
Right. And what you said is absolutely spot on, Patricia. We're actually witnessing one of the biggest paradigm shifts in the history of knowledge management. For the first time, knowledge is no longer being created primarily for humans, but increasingly for AI agents because they have become the main consumers of knowledge today. So, this shift from human consumers to AI consumers is forcing organizations to rethink how knowledge is created, structured, governed, and maintained. So, all of these factors. For decades, knowledge was designed primarily for human consumption. So humans could interpret ambiguity, they could apply context, maybe even fill in the missing information when needed. But with the rise of AI agents, AI does not infer the intent the way humans do, right? So it requires more structured, precise, and well governed information to deliver more reliable outcomes. And this shift is fundamentally changing how organizations create and manage knowledge. That is what we are seeing with all of our customers. So the future isn't just about making knowledge searchable. It is about making the knowledge AI ready so the AI can search it correctly. And what we're also seeing clients do is, instead of creating longer articles, they've started breaking down knowledge in chunks. And it is about making the knowledge AI ready. So simply put, humans did interpret, but since AI is executing, this shift is what we are seeing. So the evolution of knowledge management, when we look at how SearchUnify is evolving its knowledge creation system, it is not stopping at just search because we've now entered an era where simply finding information is no longer enough. Organizations do need a system that can understand context. They can reason through complexity and take action autonomously without human intervention. So the traditional RAG architectures have done a great job of helping users generate answers and retrieve information from the existing content. But what we're seeing, however, is a significant gap, like a complexity gap between providing information and actually resolving an issue. So at SearchUnify, what we've done is that we've evolved our knowledge system beyond retrieval and answer generation into what we call agentic orchestration, right? So instead of relying solely on documents and search results, our agents are now leveraging multiple signals such as user intent, telemetry, behavioral context, and business workflows to understand the complete picture. So this is enabling reasoning, decision making, and automated execution of actions across systems, transforming knowledge from passive resources into active problem solving engine. And the outcome is not just better answers, but faster resolutions, closed loop automation, and proactive customer service experiences. So while AI has transformed on how knowledge is consumed, we've moved from a model of a simple knowledge creation, a KCS enabler, to an autonomous AI knowledge agent because many organizations are still struggling with how knowledge is created, maintained, kept up to date with all these changes. So this is where Search Unify's knowledge agent actually comes into the picture. The agent can continuously monitor support interactions to identify knowledge gaps and automatically surfaces opportunities for new content creation or existing content improvement. So, right just before creating a new article, there's an opportunity detection that will happen. So using case data, using chats, support conversations, it can then create article drafts with zero manual effort, which significantly reduces the burden on the support teams. And beyond creation, the agent is also keeping knowledge current by detecting any changes in products, any change in processes, flows, or customer requirements, and it recommends updates to the existing content. So human reviewers remain in control through configurable approval workflows and I would say publishing permissions. So it's not like you're throwing away human out of the loop completely. They can actually stay inside the loop. And finally, then the knowledge agent is providing proactive review schedules. It is giving out content health. It is giving out actionable insights and monitoring article performance, which helps organization build a knowledge ecosystem that continuously learns, evolves, and improves over time. So the result is a shift from reactive knowledge management to a more, I would say, autonomous knowledge management system where AI just doesn't consume knowledge. It actually actively helps create, maintain, and optimize it. So what do you think about this, Patricia?
Yeah, I think two things jump out to me. The first thing is the one thing that agents do not like to do is create content, right? So
Right.
it always pulls them away from case creation and changing them into article authors, and they can't stand it. So having the AI agent create the articles and then have the agents review or have a staff that's knowledgeable that reviews these just amplifies the ability to put more accurate content into your knowledge base. That's the first thing. The second thing that really jumps to my mind is the interface between the community and the customer. So traditionally, what we've seen is customers search and then they get an article, which may or may not have precisely their answer there. But with an
Right.
AI agent, because it's pulling from all the content and it's putting up information that's directly related intelligently to the customer's question, then it really shows exactly the answer that the customer is looking for, thereby making that resolution much faster and much more precise to the customer question.
Absolutely. Totally agree to that.
Excellent. Okay, well, I guess this wraps everything up. So I hope you enjoyed our conversation on knowledge management in the AI era. And so I just wanted to give you a couple key takeaways. First off, understanding the value of KCS fundamentals. How agentic AI can boost KCS outcomes, knowledge management evolution, and of course, using SearchUnify's Knowbler to enable AI KCS.
Right. Thank you so much, Patricia, for being a part of this insightful and valued discussion. I think we've discussed some important insights in the shift of knowledge management that everybody will gain from. With this, we're wrapping up our first episode of the Customer Service Show Season 4. If you've got thoughts, questions, or just want to continue the conversation, drop us a line at customerserviceshow@searchunify.com. Thank you again for being with us. See you all next time. Thank you for tuning into the episode and keep elevating your knowledge and see how your customers get elated. Thank you, everyone.